Hello, welcome to Annie 150, Introduction to 3D Modeling and Game Art. And I am your instructor, Jeff Byers, and I welcome you to this course. And I'm just going to kind of take you through the introduction, and I want you to watch all the videos. The video should be at the top, the introduction video to the module. So this is the introduction video for Module 1. And this one's going to kind of take you through where the assignments are, how I laid it out. I'm in Student View. So let's go ahead and take a look at where your module assignments are. Now, I do not use modules, so you won't see it in here. But you will see assignments, and that's where all your assignments are. So let's go ahead and click on that. And then you're going to see something that looks like this. This is not how I want you to see it. So what you need to do is click on Show by Type. And that will show the groups that I have the modules in. And these modules go by per week. So each module is 1 week long. Okay. And so we have 15 modules altogether, and then our final exam. Okay, so I wanted you to make sure that you understood how this all works. So if I go to, now this won't go into the module because it hasn't started yet. This is the sad thing about it. Not available until August 21st. It will actually not open for me until Monday. So I'm going to have to get out of, I'm going to have to leave the student view to be able to get into it. Now on Monday you'll be able to get into this module, and each module lasts 1 week. It starts on Saturday and ends on Friday of each week. But this week is just a short week. So we're doing a short project and a discussion, and we will not even have a quiz the first week. And then the rest of the weeks we'll have our assignment. We'll have a discussion post you have to post on Tuesday, and then you have to reply to 2 students on that discussion post by Friday. The quizzes they start on Saturday and they are due on Friday. Now, to let you know that each day you're late on a project, which is worth 40 points, it is a letter grade off. So basically 4 points every day that you're late. The discussion post you cannot be late on. So if you're late on Friday, you don't get it in on time, you will not get the points. You get 0 points. If you do not reply to my first post and you don't reply to 2 other people, you'll get a 0. Okay? And there's no coming back from that. That is a 0. That's it. So make sure, even if you're sick, to reply to this discussion post and take the quiz. Okay? Those are all worth 10 points. And if you miss the quiz, forget about it and don't take it. You have 1 week from Saturday to Friday. You don't make it, it's 0. Okay? So make sure you remember that. Okay, those add up. I've had a lot of students that do really well with the projects and just kind of, not paying attention to the discussion post or the hotkey or the quizzes, and they get 0s on those, and that's 20 points. And you can literally, if you don't do the discussion post or the quizzes, can fail the course, even if you do well on the other sections. Okay, so just remember that, and they are very important that you do, and just remember each project and each assignment and module is 1 week long, and it's always due on Friday. Okay, now discussion replies are due on Tuesday, and then replying to 2 people's on Friday. So just remember that. Okay, and I have that the same week after week, and pretty soon you get used to the schedule, and it's just part of you getting stuff in on Friday and starting on Saturday. Okay, The sooner you start on a project and you don't wait on a project, the more successful you're going to be, okay? Because modeling and texturing takes time. It takes a lot of work to learn all the tools and learn all the hotkeys and all that stuff. We take it slow, and then we really rev it up as we go through, and the projects and assignments get harder and harder. But they also become easier and easier as you start learning the tools. It comes second nature to modeling, and pretty soon they're not that hard, and it actually will become easier once you get comfortable with Maya and how it works and the hotkeys and where things are at. So just keep that in mind, and take your time, but start early, okay? Start on Saturday when they open up. Now, this week is, like I said, is different. So we start on Monday and everything's due on Friday, but I also don't have a quiz the first week. We just have the discussion post. It's easy. It talks about, you talk about yourself, introduce yourself, and just reply to the post. You don't have to do, 3 pages worth of stuff. Just a nice paragraph is good. And then you want to start on your assignment. At least open it up and start watching and getting the earlier videos on Maya, just learning how to get around in Maya. You need to get those, and we'll talk about those right now. So I'm going to get out of the Leave Student View, and so we can kind of see what you're going to be doing. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to do the discussion post, okay? So the discussion post is basically you just reply to what I'm saying here. So we're asking you to do. For this week's post, I would like you to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself. Please discuss why you decided to get into animation, what inspires you to be an artist. So that's pretty straightforward, not asking much. Give me a paragraph, and that's all I need. And then you have to have that due. That's due by the 22nd on Tuesday. This is a really important post because this is how I check your attendance. If you do not reply to this discussion post or reply to two people by Friday, you could be dropped from the class. Okay? So that's really super important that you really pay attention and get this discussion post in by Tuesday, and then reply to 2 other students. And it's not that hard of a question. Just talk a little bit about yourself, and you're done. Okay, so you have to post a reply to my question, and then you read 2 other student postings and reply to theirs. Okay, all right. So I'm not going to dwell too much on that. And then our main assignment. This kind of takes you through the whole process. I introduce myself, what I've done, and the front page is a little bit long, but that kind of gives you all that information I want to give you. You can check me out on ArtStation and look at my work if you want to, and I will see you guys in class on Wednesday. Okay, this is where introduction videos are, so make sure you watch for that. Again, this is a hybrid course. This just isn't online. You have to come to class on Wednesday, which I really like, and we'll meet Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 11:50 a.m. It is in RC 311. That's in the Rainier Center. Okay, easy to find. And the weekly schedule is a little different. It's short, like I said, and then we get onto the regular schedule, Saturday through Friday. Again, the meeting time. I give you some advice for success, and I think you guys pretty much know all this. And you're required to check your student email account. I would recommend that you check it twice daily, in the morning and the afternoon, because I will post things online in the announcements. Always look for my announcements. Check those announcements every day. And I have some good, some things I have to announce, like if I find a bug in Maya, if I find something that's wrong, or you guys find something that's wrong and let me know, or something not quite, right, you guys let me know. I need to tell everybody. So that's where it is in the announcements, okay? This also, to kind of paraphrase this, that hey, you're required to have a computer at home to run Maya, or you have to go to the school if to get your assignments done. You just can't email me, go, well, my computer stopped working and I just can't do the work, and you're just let me give me all the time I need to make it right, and I can't do that. I got to treat everybody the same. If that was the case, if I gave you a week, I'd have to give everybody a week, and we'd be behind a week. So you got to understand that if something happens to your computer, you better make some changes to your schedule to get up to the RC335 student lab, because it is imperative that you get your work done and in on time. So just remember that we do have a dedicated, and I got that circled here, dedicated computer lab that has animation computers, so make sure you ask for those. Required software, I think I sent you guys maybe 2 emails on getting your software installed. And at this point, let's say if you're watching this, it's Monday or Tuesday. It's not too late to install, but sometimes it takes a week for you to get Maya downloaded, because they have to take you through your eligibility. So make sure you get that taken care of right away. So at the very least, you can work at home. And if you do not, then you'll be working at the school, and that's not a whole lot of fun to drive into town, depending on where you guys live. So, and some students prefer to work at the school, and that's fine too. That you don't have computers that can handle Maya, or things aren't working as well as you thought, and the software's not running good. So please use or dedicated computers at school to finish your homework, and I'm happy to show you guys on Wednesday where those are. So you'll need Adobe Substance Painter, which is free to students now. It was like $19. Unfortunately, I can't really help you guys with Adobe Photoshop, and unfortunately, well, actually, Adobe is industry standard. Everybody from graphic design using Maya, in the industry is using Photoshop. You're not going to get around that. So either you get it now, or you're going to get it later. So we do use Adobe Photoshop. Now, some people use GIMP or some other packages that they find that's free, and that's fine, as long as you can do everything that I need you to do. But I can't help you because I'm not a software specialist in those other areas, just Adobe Photoshop. Substance Painter, Maya, Autodesk, Mudbox, ZBrush, Redshift, Arnold. I know some Houdini, and I actually use Blender once in a while. But other than that, nope. So you make sure you get your 1-year license in Maya, and it just kind of takes you through. I've got all these links for you to open up and get started. This is the last thing that I would want you to do. Please don't do that. I mean, I've had students say they waited so long, and they ended up, well, I'll just get the 30-day download. I put it here, but some students complain that once they do that, then they can't get the 1 year, and then they're kind of stuck driving back and forth to school. So get your 1-year product. It's free. Don't wait too long. And then you have to watch these videos. It's better to get these out of the way. And this is just an introduction to learn more about the software. What is Maya? You're probably asking yourself if you've never taken a 3D class. Some of you do know what Maya is, or you do know what Blender is and what it does, but watch that. Substance Painter may be something new for everybody, and it's industry standard. They're both industry standard. Okay, lesson content. This is really super important before we start your assignments. You never Never do your assignments unless you go through your lesson content, because I have important information, especially when you're starting to learn Maya. You need to watch these videos. Okay, so watch all those videos, and then you're going to be ready for the big assignment. The Maya user interface. You need to kind of, we'll learn a little bit of this here and there, and you'll become better acquainted with it. But here's a picture, and we've got, you look at the number, and then you can look at here, that's called the menu sets, and number 2 is the menus, and number 3 is the status line, and so on and so forth. So we can, I'll be familiarizing yourself with that on Wednesday too as well, take you quickly through it, but it's really on your own to kind of learn as much as you can, because I really spend time on the assignments. I really don't spend time on the background of this. That's why it's here. So make sure you guys get yourself familiar with the Maya user interface, okay? And Maya One Key shortcuts. Of course, you're not going to be able to learn all of these, but the first ones you're going to learn is the undo key. You're going to learn basically the QWERTY, which is selection tool, your move tool, your rotate, scale, and show manipulator, and select last tool used. Those are the keys that you're going to be learning first, okay? And then you're going to be learning the frame key, and of course, redo is Shift Z, undo is Control Z, and Alt, holding down the Alt and the left or right mouse button will allow you to rotate in the viewports and stuff like that. My lesson, I'll be going over my lesson lecture. You guys can look at that, but I'll be doing that in class. And then, of course, your course assignment will be creating a table and chair. Well, it should say chairs. And a scene, a small scene. I'll kind of take you through, and I take you through everything here on how to create everything that I'm going to do in class. But these are backup videos for you guys to watch if you miss something in class, or something happens and you don't get to it, or you get behind in class. And then my grading rubrics is pretty simple to understand. If there's something you don't understand, I'm happy to discuss that with you or clarify any language. Also, we have turn-in instructions, and you just watch the videos for that. And again, if something doesn't work, let me know right away. Email me at jbyers3@jcc.edu. We've also got deliverables. This means what you're going to be turning in. Okay, so I tell you exactly what I need to turn in. You'll have 3 files, 2 screenshots, and 2 renders. And then how my folder structure, I need your folder structure to be your first and last name, ANY150 and underscore module 1. That's going to be your main folder. And then you're going to create subfolders called scenes and screenshots. You'll put your scene files in the scenes folder and your screenshots in the screenshots folder, and you'll drag and drop them into your main folder, those two, and then you'll zip it up. Okay? All right. So here's the turn-in examples. This is what we're going to be creating in class. A table, some chairs, some glasses, and some decorative stuff on the table. We'll have 2 windows. Okay. And you're going to be turning in some wireframes. And that's it. So it's not going to be a hard week. It's going to be pretty simple. And I'm hoping that we can get through the modeling actually in class. So you won't have a lot you'll have to do, except just kind of, learn a little bit more about Maya on your own and just have some fun. All right, I hope you enjoyed the class, and I look forward to meeting everybody, and I will see you soon. Okay, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.